It hurts me saying that.
Was that a score you were giving me? What is that score again?
14-47. That's... it hurts me to say that. It hurts my heart.
Oh my God. It's all over.
I think that against Arizona, which I'm probably jumping subjects here, but I think against Arizona, he's going to have another 250 yards, maybe 2 touchdowns. And if our defense can show up, we might have a shot against Arizona.
Are you listening?
Damn. You know, the smile is back today. I'm not mad. I see the feedback. I would apologize for that, but you know what? I can't promise I ain't going to get mad again. It's not the kind of season where you're going to be able to stay calm. I can see that right now. So with that said, I cannot offer an apology. I will try my best to remain cool. You know, it's an emotional investment. When you're in love with the 49ers, like you and I are, and all of a sudden they just do things, it's like a marriage, you know? It's like, yeah, it's your husband or your wife messing up out there, and you get all mad and start screaming and yelling. So everybody was raging on the post game the other day, and I was right with them. I'm usually the one who keeps everybody cool, right? Oops. You know what though? One thing I meant to do in the post game the other day that I really wish I would have did. How about the players that came in with their A game? And I took some notes too. Now, Anquan Boldin. Anquan Boldin is the biggest stud on the team. Boldin had a bad leg, and he was out there doing a job. I mean, Boldin, man, I just loved him out there. The true spirit of the 49ers, Blaine Gabbert. No matter what anybody says about Blaine Gabbert, that boy is going to be something else soon. He wasn't even concerned about the 12th clown up there making all that noise. He went about his business as a professional and was looking good. I believe Blaine, I think he threw for about 265 yards, all right? Garrett Selleck and Vance McDonald. Congratulations to Vance McDonald. Remember how we always talked about Vance McDonald cannot catch the ball? Now we got 2 tight ends that can catch the ball. Vance was blocking and catching the ball. There's several things good about the offense. The offense would have been a lot better had they had more time on that field. I sincerely believe if it wasn't for the defense out there doing what they were doing, or not doing, if the defense wasn't out there doing what they were doing and the offense was on the field a little more often, would have been a different story. Oh, man, Sean Drawn. Do you know if Trent would have been smart? Don't hire Reggie Bush. They paid too much money for Reggie Bush anyway. Sean Drawn, this boy works hard. He would have did everything Reggie did, and he doesn't get hurt so easy. His butt ain't made out of glass. He would have been just fine. And next season, forget about Reggie. If he has to come back and play, say, Reggie, no, thank you. That's all right. We'll see you in the next. No, man, just retire. Sean can catch the ball out of the backfield. Sean had more receptions than anybody. He was that check down dude that Reggie was supposed to be this year. Blaine hit him about, I don't know how many times, but he was doing a number. And he's only had how many games now? 2? Sean is the man. And he doesn't need to do punt returns, because next year, from what I'm understanding about Jared Hayne, he's looking good in practice. Let Hayne handle all the return duties. I don't want Bruce Ellington out there as well. Bruce gets hurt too easy as well. Bruce Ellington could be a premier receiver if he just gets in the time and can stay healthy. I got next year on plan, man. I'm telling you right now. I had a bad list. Dishonorable mentions. Going out to Michael Wilhoit. Michael Wilhoit. Tremaine Brock. Also, Jimmy Ward. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm not gonna lose it. Kowalski Tart, listen, Kowalski is a rookie, and I'm giving him a break because he is a rookie. He had a few lapses, but he's okay. Kenneth Acker. What happened to Kenneth Acker? I mean, if Acker and Brock didn't feel like playing, why didn't you just let Johnson and Cromartie continue as they came in? And Cromartie had to come in from Acker anyway, because Jimmy got tired of him. Jimmy T got tired of him and brought Cromartie in. He got bids and bring Cromartie back in the game. If he's not ready to play, if he hasn't healed up from his injury, Jimmy T, why did you put him in there in the first place? I'm okay. See, because my feeling is this. If he ain't ready, he's only going to hurt the team. For that, okay, I just want to recall one situation. Remember when Tyler Lockett, he makes the catch, he's a few yards away from the end zone line. Here comes Acker, holding on to the back of his neck. Tyler Lockett, I went and checked it up. Tyler goes 182 pounds. Tyler goes 182 pounds, and Acker goes 190. Jimmy Ward is underneath him a little bit, around the same weight. He drags them both into the end zone. I said, what are y'all doing? That's 6 points and giving up. What is going on with that?
Ronbo!
What?
Damn wrong with you.
I'm the defense of the 49ers.
Man, ain't no need you getting mad about that. Allow me. Thank you for that sorry effort, 49ers. Now we have to hear from them damn no-class Hawks fans about how their backup running back held a clinic on how to beat the 49ers. It'll be a whole year before they stop talking trash. But damn it, still love y'all. Hey, that's all you can do, Ronbo. Still faithful to the bone. Like the shirt says, red and gold till I'm dead and cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, who you talking to today, G?
Yeah.
I ain't seen you in a little bit.
Yeah, where you
I'll
been,
hang
man?
out with you. Let's
You
go,
hang-
man. Go ahead to the webcam.
Okay. I got some folks. And besides that, we need to stop talking about what happened the other day. It's all about getting ready for next week's game in a good mood. Let's go to the webcam right now, and we'll talk about next week's game. Go hang out. All right. Niner fam, we go down to El Paso, Texas, where Naomi is with the El Paso, Texas chapter. Naomi, you know what? What is the name of your chapter?
Empire Tejas, 915.
Like that. El Paso's being such a beautiful place. To know we have 49er fans as beautiful as you down there is just a nice thing to know even. Naomi,
Yeah.
we got beat up pretty bad yesterday. You know what I'm hearing already? The rumors are already coming out that they're thinking about firing Tomsula. Now, I haven't heard anything confirmation or haven't seen any on any big networks yet, but that's kind of a weird thought, huh? I kind of suspected something like that might happen, but it's blame time.
Well,
Go ahead.
well, look at what happened with Mike Singletary.
Same.
You know,
Yeah.
he got cut off. There was one more game in the season, and then they decided to bring Tomsula for that one last game, right?
Is it to show anger? We're gonna fire you, even when we have one more game to go. You're out now.
Yeah. Well, they did it to Singletary, and I think he had more potential than Tomsula.
It looks like now, huh? But
Yeah.
if we're gonna do the blame game, I have some questions. Now here, if you had to place blame for what's happening so far, your choices between A, Jed York and Trent Baalke, B, the entire coaching staff, C, most of our players are just flawed with very little talent, or D, all of the aforementioned.
All of the aforementioned.
It does look like that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, Jed York, everybody's placing blame. People are trying to boycott, and I think he just needs to make some better choices. He has his uncle right there. His uncle said, whenever he needs me, I'm here. Mm-hmm. And Jed York once said, yeah, he's always welcome back with the 49ers. Like, why don't you call up Uncle D and be like, hey, what's going wrong? Like, what can I do to fix this? And I don't know if he's placed that call or he's talking to Baalke and listening to Baalke. And, when Baalke first came in, he was able to turn the season around. He got promoted after the whole Singletary Tomsula thing. He brought in Harbaugh, and he was able to turn the team around after, he became the GM. So I think he's flopping just like everybody else. Everybody comes out promising and kicking and fighting and, we're going to do good, Super Bowl. And I think it's also time for Baalke to go. His contract's up in 2016. So I think hopefully Jed is shopping around for a new GM as well.
And do you believe we have a lack of talent on this team?
No.
Okay.
I don't think we have a lack of talent. I just think they're just going in all kinds of directions. Maybe the coaching staff, they're not on the same page, or the players are just frustrated. There's a lot of things, but I think there is a lot of potential. There's just some kind of a chemistry there, something missing to hold it all together. Blaine Gabbert, he's a little bit more promising than Kaepernick. He's quicker to throw the ball, more accurate. just this time, nobody was there to back him up. The defense, the offense, nobody was there to back him up in the Seahawks game. And, everybody was calling it. Everybody was saying, the Seahawks are going to win. And, of course, me being a Niner faithful, yeah, whatever. You don't know what you're talking about. We're going to win. And I have to go back and tell everybody, yeah, you know what? You kept it real and you were right. We lost.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. What you said just now, if I'm not mistaken, did you say something about Kaepernick and you just thought that Blaine Gabbert did a very good job? I would have never... Yeah, go ahead.
I love Kaepernick. I do, but these last games, seeing players like right next to him, like literally like at arm's reach, like open, and he's still looking down the field trying to find someone, and it's like, come on, Kaepernick, he's right there. Nobody's on him. He's wide open. Throw the ball. And, that's frustrating. And you're just like, what? Where did he go wrong? What happened to him?
I have a lot of theories on that. But listen, we'll save that for another conversation. But we have Arizona coming up. Do you see us having any chance of winning this game?
No.
Okay. See, I was wondering, Naomi's keeping it real today. We don't look like a team's prepared to beat the Cardinals in any stretch of the imagination, right?
No, after that, at the beginning, it was 7:47? Come on. Maybe, I'll give it to them. Let's do the 7 times 2, so 47. That's my prediction. And it hurts me saying that.
Was that a score you were giving me? What is that score again?
14-47. That's... It hurts me to say that. It hurts my heart.
Oh, my God. It's all over. Okay.
Well, if you look at the Arizona's whole season, everybody else, they come close. Like, the scores are not that far. But with us, we're the only ones like that. 7-47, like, ouch.
We may have become the Cardinals' toy, because that game they won yesterday against a very good team was hard fought, and they stayed in it for 4 quarters, and they did not give it up. That is a very scary... Naomi, though, keep in mind, though, we always play our best football in Santa Clara.
True. You're right. I'm just kind of disappointed still from yesterday.
Wait. You sure you don't want to change your mind after the Santa Clara football, 49ers?
Okay, I'll times 3 that 7.
There you go. Naomi has spoken, and I can't even argue because there's nothing. I have nothing to base any kind of argument on. So there I go with you on that. Give my regards to the chapter. But before you go, you got to 3, 2, 1. 3,
okay.
2, 1.
Niners!
Niner fam, here we are in the aftermath of one of the worst whoopings we ever had in history. And I say that not by the score of the game, but the fact is they got a 200-yard running back. The 49ers have never, ever given up 200 yards to any one single running back. Rio, welcome to the program. I'm gonna stop getting mad for a minute so we can talk. Because I've been mad for like...
I know. I've seen the videos. You've been pretty livid about this law.
I still... Rio, you know what, man? Because I know in the Arizona area, Rio's in Arizona, he didn't see the game, so he doesn't know. He's seen highlights or lowlights he was just telling me about. But he doesn't know exactly how pathetic the 49er defense came to play on this day. And I just could not get over that. They can lose, but don't be looking like that when you lose.
You don't want to do not that way.
Man. Rio, you know what though? At this point,
it fuels the other fan bases. The ones that already hate us and talk bad about us. Drag. That does nothing. A luck like that it keeps feeding their fire.
Yes. And we got to listen to that static they're gonna be giving us.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Rio, how do you feel about Jimmy Tomsula? And I ask you that question because it's going to lead to my next question. But how do you feel about Jimmy Tomsula as a coach?
Hey, Jim Tomsula, I'm not sure he's a fit to be a head coach. I think it's kind of like when you work at a job and you're good at your job and you're trying to progress. You want to be a manager, you want to be a supervisor, but they don't pick you because you're too nice. You're too laid back. You're not serious enough for them, and that's the way I view Jim Tomsula right now. A few months ago, or 10 months ago, when we first made a video, I didn't want a 2-win season. Now we have a 3-win season, but I don't want a 10-loss season now. So it starts to look pretty grim right now for our 49ers. Looking pretty grim.
See, because you're right. We couldn't see that coming, but he's a very laid-back type of guy, and I'm thinking, are you willing to let him go now?
I'm willing to let him. He's a yes man. He's one of Baalke's boys, so yeah. I'm willing. I'm willing to let him go. I believe after this year, let's just let him finish the year, and hopefully, if they are in their right mind on the postseason meetings and all that stuff, they're going to probably let him go. I'm not sure who will come in, but there's a lot of college coaches that are also going to lose their jobs there, that are probably going to want to move up to the pros. It doesn't work all the time, but it works sometimes. A pro with that would be Pete Carroll. A con would be Chip Kelly. That's both. The coaches on both sides of the spectrum. One that it actually works, and the other one that they don't work so much. Great. So
running that college football, that's true. Because Chip Kelly is definitely
back to Jim Tomsula. I think he's on his way out. Jim Kelly is also on his way out. But Jim Tomsula, I think we're going to let him go. I really do. I hope that if we do let him go, the new regime, the new coach, the new whoever they bring in, will give Colin Kaepernick another chance to see what he can do.
You know what the bad thing about that is, though? What maybe the problem is when the new coaches come in, the decision may have already been made on poor Colin. Although what Baalke said the other day, maybe that he's not going to make that move that some people thought he was going to make as far as trading Colin Kaepernick. But it's going to be like one as everything falls into place. One is going to affect another, and if they do move Cap before the new coaching staff, then man, it's just hard to say. And it all really depends on what does Blaine Gabbert do between now and the end of the season. I know that's what they're waiting for. You watch.
I think they're waiting for Blaine Gabbert to have a Colin Kaepernick breakout game, because you remember when we had Alex Smith and he was hurt and Colin Kaepernick stepped up and he had the hot hand and we stayed with him. Obviously, we let go of Alex Smith to keep Colin Kaepernick. I believe that they are waiting on Blaine Gabbert to have one of those breakout games. Against Atlanta, he had 185 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He did a little better against Seattle with the 285, 1 touchdown. He protected the ball a little better. I think that against Arizona, which I'm probably jumping subjects here, but I think against Arizona, he's going to have another 250 yards, maybe 2 touchdowns. And if our defense can show up, we might have a shot against Arizona. It might be one of those trap game scenarios. That's what I'm looking at. I'm always positive about 49. So I just think that this is going to be one of those trap game scenarios where they're going to probably just look past us to the next team, and it'll give us a chance to beat them at home.
So it's not just me, see? Rio feels the same way. Why shouldn't we have a chance to beat Arizona? Rio,
why not?
Yes, I refuse to think any other way.
I refuse.
Give me a digits. Give me some digits. What kind of score are you looking at? Is this going to be a high-scoring affair? Is it going to be a battle of defense? I mean, where we go over the score?
Looking at 28-24, 49ers at home. The faithful will come out and scream their heads off. I'm looking for a good defense that's going to finally step up. Hopefully somebody calls them out so that they can step their game up. I'm looking for Gabbert again, 250, hopefully 2 touchdowns, and we'll see what we can do from there, man. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, now if you're going to say that, I need to ask you, who's going to be your big impact player from the 49ers squad? Who are you looking at do you think is going to really kick some ass and make sure we win this game?
Besides Gabbert, I am going to call out the defense. The defense has to step up because that offense it's a high-octane offense. They are very potent. They score a lot of points. And that's who we're going to have to step up if we're going to have a shot to beat that team. So I'm going to say the entire defense. I know you want one player. I want the entire defense to make an impact.
And you're right, because it's going to take the entire defense to make an impact on that team. You're right. The Arizona Cardinals are just insane when it comes to scoring points. Whew, man.
They are.
Right.
Believe me, I have to hear about that team every week.
There you go. From Rio, and the man is expressing my sentiments exactly. I refuse to say die.
I refuse to say die. I refuse.
It's time to give me a holler, man. A holler for the sake of winning this weekend's game against them high-flying Cardinals. On the 3-2-1. 3, 2, 1.
There it is, baby.
He's added some new dimension. He's added some new dimension to the holler. I didn't expect all that. Thank you, Rio, Naomi. I love y'all, and you know this. All right, now I got my X factors, and obviously it's going to have to be on the defense now. Ahmad Brooks has got to have a good game. Aaron Lynch, it's a must. He has a good game. Also, Navarro Bowman, they have got to stop Carson Palmer. Obviously, if Carson Palmer is allowed to sit back in that pocket, he's going to cut us up exactly like a surgeon. So he's got to be stopped. With that being the case, the 49ers, after being embarrassed last week, we got our alt uniforms on, we got the black, crowd's going to be going wild. I predict, no, I will never, ever sit here and tell you the 49ers aren't going to win the game. Oh, no, 24-21 on a sterling defensive effort by the San Francisco 49ers, of which afterward we will go right on over to the fan gathering and we will celebrate and talk about how we turned the corner and all that stuff that we always do when we think we're going to be okay. No, I'm serious. And if you haven't joined the fan gathering yet, I hope to see you there Sunday as well. If you've not been there, the directions you can be found on Facebook, Ronbo Sports fan page. That's Facebook, Ronbo Sports fan page. Read those directions, get them down, and hopefully I will see you Sunday as we're saying things like, we're ready, man. We beat them first place Cardinals, and we're heading in the right direction. Be sure to like if you do, share and subscribe, please, and happy Thanksgiving! And I'll see you Sunday. Dude, where you at, man?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.